It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with colleagues Shaq and Ken Smith. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Portland as
the lights of downtown reflecting off the Willamette River in this terrific look at the picturesque city of Portland. We are near. Hello. And as always, thanks to EA, that kind of unpredictability helps in some settings, can cause many matchup problems for the D. And both teams are pretty loaded in the front court. Chris, that was your neck of the woods, wasn't it? What's it like in there for the big fellas?
Oh, man, they're going to need a lot of ointment after this game. It's going to be a lot of banging. You're going to be sore. You got to bring your big boy hat. No tears. Don't cry to the ref. Just get ready to wrestle. Let's just manhandle each other. Let's have some fun inside.
I bet you were sore after many games, weren't you, with all the contact inside that lane?
Oh, man, can you imagine taking an elbow from a Matumbo or a Shaq right in your sternum? Yeah, you come home and you look at your body sometime, you're like, what is this going to be? So it's really physical in there, a lot of stuff that the fans kind of don't see, but you got to love it. You got to be ready for it every night.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Wizards. They've got Carter. Zach LaVine is out there with Fox. Then it's Paul George. And it's Noel in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that one drops.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Left side, Griffin. Screen by Cousins. 5 on the clock. Jumper off the screen, and it's in off the backboard.
Solid pick to create that opening. The soft touch on the jumper.
Outside, LaVine. It's George on the wing. 3-pointer. And it's Portland with the rebound. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Aminu, no one around him. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. And Nerlens Noel out of Kentucky, slender and mobile and long. And Greg, he can cover ground in a hurry.
Boy, and you can see it in his rate of steals to go along with the blocks. That quickness is a huge asset in today's game. It's all about versatility, both offensively and defensively.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Mills dishes to Cousins. And Mills kicks to Cousins. Aminu, the pass to Cousins. And he makes good on the layup. Cousins has got his first points of the night.
Oh, the body control of Cousins. Knows how to get hit and still finish off the shot.
Noel, a screen on Griffin. Here's George. Again, the Wizards, good for 2. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Mills with it. There's the pick. Dishes it to Aminu. Back to Mills. Beyond the arc. Hits the 3-point bomb. Mills has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Fox kicks to Carter. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Feeds it to George. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for Portland.
And their offense centered around the 3-point shot. That was the guiding principle on every trip. Their first goal was finding an open look beyond the arc, getting that extra point every chance they could.
6 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. That's tipped. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Up again. It's hauled in by George. The Wizards with the lead. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fox, no good. "16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Roberson, guarded by Levine. Lets it go from the wing. Got it off in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in.
And that's why he's one of the best two-way wings out there. George will lock you down on D, and it takes a very special effort to get off a clean shot against him.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Wizards lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older.
Watching him kind of go through the process.
Well, talking about taking the right course, we know that the older brother of Blake Griffin, 3 years older, he played, as did Blake, for their dad Tommy in high school, and they were terrific high school players and 4-time state champions.
I mean, it always helps to have a big brother who's kind of been there and done that and can share those experiences with you. It doesn't hurt to have a dad also who's a pro player either, and also a college coach.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. We've got Fox. Noel is out there with Paul George. And there's Carter. And it's Levine in at the 2 spot. And for the Blazers, tremendous scoring talent in their backcourt. How did they turn the corner in the West?
Clearly, it's going to be with their defense. I think that's where they've had their struggles. They're going to have to get better at the point of attack there and protecting the rim. I think some of it has to do with the lack of discipline, but also you could factor that into being just an inexperienced young group that's still kind of getting their feet wet.
Carter kicks to Levine. The 10-footer. No good on the shot. And the Trailblazers going the other way. This their first look at this year's Washington squad. Over to the left wing. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Fox has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Portland trailing here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4, and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender, and I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. Kick out to Levine. Now the dish to Fox. There's a screen. Carter outside. The pass to Noel. To the paint. Levine. And Roberson pulls it down.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
Mills in the corner. Kicks it to Cousins. Roberson dishes to Griffin. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Aminu misses. Washington trailing. Inside. George passes to Levine. Again, Levine missing.
Now, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Over in the corner, Cousins. There's 3-pointers off the mark. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Levine kicks to Noel, and Carter has it in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Carter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Mills dishes to Cousins. Mills passes to Aminu. Out left to the wing. And Roberson kicks to Cousins. Here's Aminu. Tries again. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Levine. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the night right here. No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Mills. That shot off in a pretty tightly contested game. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime
Welcome back,
Show.
everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. And let's get your thoughts. And that is just...
And we welcome you back to a beautiful aerial view of the I-5 freeway as it flows over the Willamette River here in Portland, Oregon. And Portland has possession. They trail by 3, and after this one, they're home against Minnesota. Al-Farouq Amino is out there with Griffin, and it's Mills. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Roberson in at the 2. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. They get it back. Count it, and the foul. Vince Carter picks one up.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football. Having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, you had to stop.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Griffin's shot is off.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
Outside, Levine. 6 to shoot. Outside, George shoots over Mills. George, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. One of the most impressive things about Blake Griffin is Greg when he gets out and runs the open floor.
Yeah, not to mention his ability to run the break himself. A terrific ball handler, even under pressure, and one of the best passers at the 4 in the league, if not the best.
Levine dishes to George. Lets it go with the 3. George missing again. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Mills kicks to Cousins. Count! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Oh, and Cousins just has the mentality that no one can stop him. Even when he gets hit, he has the talent to brush it off and still nail the shot.
Greg, when you watch DeMarcus Cousins play, you can see the beating he takes in the post, can't you?
Yeah, and that's just how it goes with star centers, with the size and activity of Cousins. Just like Shaq in the sense, big bruising centers are hard to officiate. Other players can lay into them and not even make a dent, but anyone else, it would be a foul.
Oh, Griffin in position, and he misses the go-ahead basket.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Fox gets it to go. And the Wizards lead by 3.
Fox just brimming with confidence right now. I like how he uses that mid-range game, and he knows right now he's got that green light.
Griffin's shot is good. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Fox kicks to George. Noel passes to George. Back to Noel. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Noel. Levine inside the three-point line. And it comes off the front of the rim. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And Mills kicks to Cousins. And he gets it to go from the corner. Cousins has got 8 points.
Oh, you love the confidence of Cousins. His ability to rise up and toss up a shot as soon as he gets the ball is tremendous.
Cousins against Noel. Carter on the wing. Here's a screen by Noel. Over Aminu. Carter with the bucket. 5 points in the game. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Wizards lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Our number one concern is transition.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The 4th quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The Wizards with the lead. 4th quarter on the court for the Wizards. Paul George is out there with Noel. And there's Carter. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Fox in at the 1 spot. George dishes to Fox. Noel sets a screen for Fox. Terrific design on the big play. And he lays it in. Fox has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Washington. Mills passes to Roberson. Griffin kicks to Mills. There's the pick. Pick by Griffin. Launches it. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's LaVine. He's guarded closely. And the rejection by Cousins.
And one of the things Cousins has continued to develop is defense. He really makes an effort to swat that shot away.
Nailed from 3-point land.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Fox dishes to Carter. Fox a screen on Aminu. Carter against Aminu. And it's Carter missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Roberson can't hit.
Your good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Carter against Aminu. Here's Cousins. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
And the bruising game of Cousins, nearly impossible to match up with him given his massive size.
That free throw good from Cousins. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the 1 to give them the lead.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Oh, man, yeah, he read it all the way. He got a jump on it. Very close.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Aminu. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. .158 left to play here in the 4th. Picked by Griffin. Paul George with the steal. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. The layup missed.
Thought he was going to be able to take advantage of the D there. He had the space.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And no longer a guy you're okay to foul. Griffin's made steady improvement at the free throw line.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Great players understand the situation. Close game, he rises to the challenge. 1:30
left in the 4th quarter. Here's a screen by Noel. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play, figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
Griffin down low, defended by George. Second shot opportunity. Goes up again. Griffin's shot is off. The Wizards have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Mills. And Robertson has it in the corner. Pass to Cousins. Three-pointer. Washington with the rebound.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
There's a screen by Noel. And here is Fox. Back to Levine. Just 5 to shoot. To take the lead. Yes!
Now, that is cold-blooded.
We want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moments.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 1. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Oh, and if I could make a suggestion, be innovative. Don't just go for the obvious play, which they'll be expecting.
12 seconds left in the game. Aminu with a screen on Carter. Mills passes to Aminu. Here's Roberson. Off target from downtown. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Washington calls timeout. They're in front by 1. 1 second left in the fourth. So it's Washington who scraped by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and great.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
Nerlens Noel with the Kevin Love stat line.